I wanted to talk about the importance of taking our dentures out every day. I have seen across multiple forums for years where people talk about how they get a really strong hold. I call it the holy grail of adhesive hold. And their dentures stay in for 2, 3, 4, I've even seen 5 days with one application of adhesive. And on the surface, that sounds great. Your dentures are in, you don't have to worry about them, and you only have to apply adhesive once every how many days. But it is not good for your gums, for your dentures to stay in for that long. It's very important for your dentures to come out once a day, at the minimum of once a day, because your gums need to breathe. And I know that might sound odd. How do our gums breathe? Well, we have oxygen in our blood, and our dentures compress our gums. So it restricts the blood flow. There's blood flowing, but not as much that needs to be flowing to promote healthy gums. So when you take your dentures out, that tissue decompresses, the blood starts flowing, and the oxygen in your blood gets to that tissue and oxygenates it, which is great for your dentures. But if you're your gums, but if you're leaving your dentures in for days on end, your gums are not getting oxygenated in the manner that they need to be. So you need to take your dentures out every day. Give your gums an opportunity to breathe. Let that tissue decompress. Brush your gums. Soft bristle toothbrush, this is what I use. Soft bristle toothbrush. Toothpaste, brush your gums really well. Get that tissue, to kind of thicken up a little bit and start to decompress. Get that blood flowing, and you'll get the oxygen through. But if you're taking your dentures out every few days, I could get a couple of days, probably almost 4 on my top. I've had a couple of times when I've been traveling where I've had to keep my dentures in for like 36 hours, and I still had to wiggle those suckers out because they were really tightly in place. I could have probably gone for another day and a half, 2 days. And on my bottoms, I could probably get 48 hours on my bottom. But I don't. I take my dentures out every day, 2 to 4 hours as on an average. Most days it's about 3 hours, but 2 to 4 is my window because I sleep with my dentures in, which I've talked about before. I have to. I like to breathe when I sleep. If I don't keep my dentures in, the muscles in my mouth collapse, causes issues. Sleep apnea caused by lack of teeth is my official diagnosis from 2007. But I make sure my dentures are out for 2 to 4 hours every single day. Brush my gums when I take my dentures out, and again right before I put them in, to get that blood flowing. And I also use a gum massager, which is this little thing right here. It is a gum stimulator from the company Beri Fresh, Beri Fresh. So this is what I use. Also, I've been using it for 3 years. And I get that tissue stimulated, but you need to take your dentures out every day. Even if you have the holy grail of adhesive, it is critical for your gum health to get that blood flowing. Also, oral bacteria is anaerobic, which means the bacteria that's breeding underneath your dentures, people with no teeth, are still susceptible to gum disease. That bacteria that is living underneath your dentures is breeding. Oral bacteria is anaerobic, which means that oxygen kills it. So when you take your dentures out, you're killing that bacteria. We have a lot of microbes that live in our mouth, several hundred species of microbes, bacteria, pathogens, and fungus. So it's all living underneath your dentures. It's living in your mouth. You need to make sure that you are cleaning your mouth a couple of times a day. You can use a soft bristle toothbrush. Brush all of the areas of your mouth not covered by your dentures. If you use adhesive and you're keeping your dentures in, you can use Dr. B Clean-A-Dent paste, which is a dental prosthetic and mouth paste, to brush your dentures while they are in, as well as the rest of your mouth. But it's really important to keep your mouth clean and to take your dentures out to clean your gums, because that bacteria that's chilling underneath your dentures can cause issues to your gums. You're still susceptible to gum disease. Also, people who wear dentures are prone to bacterial pneumonia because of that bacteria that's living in our mouth, and we're breathing that in. So that's another reason why it's really important to take your dentures out every day, clean your mouth, clean your gums, and do all of that, because you want to make sure that you are healthy, your gums are healthy, and that everything is going good in your mouth and promoting a good, healthy environment in there. So that is why it is important to take your dentures out every day. I'm going to go ahead and go. I hope this helps. I know that's kind of a bummer if you have that holy grail, because you want to keep them in. But my motto in life is just because you can doesn't mean you should. And this is one of those cases. Just because you can doesn't mean that it is the best thing to do. So now I'm going to go ahead and go, and I'll talk to you later.